Well, hello everybody and welcome. Thanks for watching. Today's topic, recap and review of my outing to Pasadena City College's once a month flea market. PCC, as it's known locally, has a flea market once a month. First Sunday of every month happened today, and my buddy Jason gave me the tip that this is a place to check out for records. Why not? I showed up about 12 noon, and parking is just total guerrilla warfare, all right? It's a huge swap meet, which means there's a lot of people there. And what they don't have a lot of is parking. So I showed up about noon. They open, I don't know, like 9 o'clock in the morning or something. And parking was just madness. You have to park on the streets around the college, and I guess it's such a hassle that all the side streets are blocked off with signs and sawhorses saying no parking in here, only for residents and guests. I get it, because if I live there, I don't want all those people parking. Now, first impressions is it's a pretty large area on the outside parking lots. Why is there no parking? Because the swap meet is being held in their outdoor parking lots and in their indoor parking lot as well. Okay, so all the outdoor parking lot is taken up with vendors and pop-up kiosks and stuff like that. I looked around a little bit and saw a couple of record vendors, nothing special at all, and the albums looked kind of chewy and didn't even really look worth my time to flip through. I asked a worker there. They had no knowledge. I asked them, like, is there, an area where all the record people hang out? Short answer is yes, but they don't know that. At least the worker on the staff that I chose to ask had no idea. He did point me, though, to the inside the parking structure and said that there's more sellers in there. I thought, if I'm selling albums in boxes, just like I went through and I saw those people in the parking lot, I thought, if I'm selling albums in boxes, I don't want them cooking in the sun. They're just going to bake in the open sun out there. I'm going to be inside that parking structure. So I headed inside the parking structure, and that was the place to go. Very first person I saw selling records, I started flipping through the albums, and nothing is marked. Nothing. None of the albums have any kind of price on them. I asked the person selling, the vendor, and how much are the albums here? And he said they're all from $5 to $20. That's the only information he gave me. So you're kind of stuck with hunting for as long as you hunt, pulling a stack of records and then having him tell you they're all $20 a piece. That'll be $500. I'm not going to play that game. I'm not going to waste my time sorting through albums that are not priced. So, swap meet vendors, do yourself a favor, sit down with a movie one night at your house, and take the time to price the darn album and make it easy to sell your goods. I walked away from that vendor. Next vendor I found, the albums were in boxes and they were priced. They had a couple boxes said like $1 each and $3 each, and the other albums were priced. But what's the drawback on this person? All the boxes are on the floor. All right. So I had to sit on the floor literally because, hey, I'm an old dude, man. I can't be squatting or be like, on my knee, just doing this for, 40 minutes. No. So I sat on the floor anyway. I went through the albums, and he had some decent prices, which, was okay. I kind of enjoyed that. I went on. I found other vendors. Now, here's the thing that slowly started to dawn on me was, I don't know if it's this way at all record swap meets, but this particular place, the record dealers are very similar to baseball card dealers. I collect baseball cards much less than I do now because now I'm an album collector. But when I collected baseball cards, I would go to baseball card shows a lot. And the tricks are you find the dealers who have the stuff that you want at the prices that you want, and then you frequent those dealers whenever you go back, because everybody else, it doesn't have anything you want for the prices you want. And that's what I discovered with the record people, because mileage varied. You know, some people, just like the baseball collectors, some people had their albums priced like what one would call book value. And if the book says the baseball card is worth $200, then that's the price tag that they put on it. And it doesn't matter that it's $200 for top mint condition. Dealers just see 200, they write 200 on it, even if it's ratty and chewy. I was experiencing that with the record dealers there, because these people were going, maybe they don't have catalogs, but they go by Discogs, perhaps. And Discogs has kind of like a money value for records. And so I was seeing records that were interesting to me, but they're all priced $20, $30, $50, $60. Come on. And the cover beat up. Now, I'm okay with paying what it's worth if it's worth that. If your album is a first pressing, rare pressing, limited edition, super clean, mint condition, near mint condition vinyl, no snaps, no pops or anything, then put that on the label so I know. Because otherwise it looks to me like just a chewed up album cover and you slap the $40 price tag on it. I'm not going to pay $40 for that. Especially when I know I'm seeing albums that I've bought at the record store. I've seen albums that I paid $1.99. I saw $1.99. I paid $1.99 for Pat Benatar at Puba last week. I'm seeing those same albums for $15, $16, $17. But I'm not going to give you $17 for that. And my Pat Benatar albums are clean, and very good non-chewy covers. So there's no reason to pay $15 for those albums. So I kept running into that kind of thing. And I was starting to get disillusioned, like there's nothing here for me, right? Toward the end, what I discovered was, here's where you go. Most of the record dealers are inside the parking garage. Toward the far end of the parking garage, you know, you enter at one point, at the furthest end away along the back wall, that's where a whole bunch of record dealers are set up. But it took me until searching through everywhere to get to the last wall and find, aha, here they are. There was about 8 or 10 vendors with plenty of records to look through. And I didn't have to sit on the floor, and I was able to stand. I was able to go like this. Yes, there were people that had expensive albums that I thought were overpriced. I just walked away from them. But there were other dealers that had decently priced albums. And I found my particular favorite dealer that I'm going to hit every time I go, is there were dealers that had punk and new wave. And that's what I was looking for today, hoping to find, I'll pay a premium for a punk album that I loved and I know is good and I'm trying to replace, or I just never see it. It's been 40 years and I haven't seen it. I will pay a premium for that. I have holy grails that I'll dump $50 on, but none of the ones I saw today. Doesn't mean they might not have them next time. Anyway, I find my dealer who's got new wave and punk table, like a full long 12-foot table of crates, lots of albums. So if that's your genre, like it is mine, that's the dealer. And decently priced. Yes. Here's what I picked up at that guy's stand. Oh, I got this one. I'll mention really quickly. I got this one at one of the other off people that wasn't in the big area. Traffic on the Road. I've never seen this before. Didn't even know it existed. This is recorded live in Germany. This is a single album. It was released as a double album in the UK. But the US got the single album version. It's only got like 4 songs because there are these big extended jams, right? Low Spark High Heel Boys is 15 minutes long. And, Light Up or Leave Me Alone, 10 minutes 45. So these are long jams, but I'm interested in hearing them because Let's Just Hear Traffic jam. That will be a good album for me. So I'm happy for this. And what I pay for this? $2, baby. So value is there. You just got to hunt. You just got to put in the time, and you got to maybe catch a little bit of luck as well, right? Now, I picked up 1, 2, 3 albums at the one guy that I said I really liked what he had. And here's what I managed to pick up. Number 1, I grabbed Los Lobos. I'm a huge Los Lobos fan. You know how I always say I go way back. I literally go way back to when Los Lobos were Los Lobos del Este de Los Angeles. Something like they had that big long title when they first came out. And I saw them when I was a student at East LA College, and I saw them play at East LA College back when they were only playing música mexicana style. So I've loved them ever since, and I've seen them numerous times live. They're great musicians. My latest gripe is that here we are 40, 50 years down the road, and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is still ignoring them. While 1 album wonders and 2 hit wonders are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, we have one of the greatest, most long-standing, most versatile American bands being ignored by the Hall of Fame. Go figure. I have their first couple of albums on vinyl. I have some CDs. I had this one on CD. Now my chance to grab it on vinyl. By the Light of the Moon, this is their 3rd album. What did I pay for this? I paid $7 for this. Great album. They're playing Spanish songs. They're playing Americana. They're playing roots music. David Hidalgo's songs start to get real soulful, and they start to talk about the American dream and feeling abandoned by it. And where's the American dream that I keep hearing about? That's what's happening lyric-wise in this album. And Cesar Rojas is giving us the usual dancey, bop, boogie-woogie, Spanish dance songs. So you have a nice balance and nice mix on this album. I'm very happy to have found this. $7. Good deal. Next up, what did I get? Squeeze, East Side Story. This album is all over the place, and the prices at the swap meet. This album was all over that swap meet, and the prices were everywhere on it. What did I pay? I paid $5. That was the best price that I saw anywhere, so I grabbed it. I got this one for Tempted. This has a Tempted by the Fruit of Another. Woo-hoo! You might remember that. I don't know what else is on here because I wasn't that huge of a Squeeze fan, but I did really like that song. So I jumped on this album for $5. Let's see what it sounds like. I'll bet I'm going to be pleasantly surprised. Finally, what did I grab? The Jam, Snap. I paid $25 for this. This is my highest price that I paid. Double album set. And what's special about Snap is that this album came out after the Jam broke up. The Jam are one of my favorite British bands to come out of the punk era. I love their stuff. I have a couple of their albums already. I have them live on CD. I have Setting Suns. I have All Mod Cons sound effects. All Mod Cons I do not have. I bought this because it's kind of a compilation, right? Well, I already have a couple of their albums. Why would I buy this? Double album that does have songs that I already had on Setting Suns. But what it does have that I'm kind of not going to get anywhere is the singles that were not released on albums. And it's got B-sides, and That's Entertainment, which is one of my favorite Jam songs, has the demo version on here. So it's not the regular album version. So it has a different version of That's Entertainment. Very interested in listening to that. 4 sides of Jam, gatefold, with a fun album with a lot of stuff to read, and has the original paper covers. All right, so I'm very happy because they have these original paper covers, and they're in good shape. They're not beat up, and so hey, for $25, I'll pay that. So that was my most expensive find. Whew, that was a long video today, right? 3 albums, a mostly fun day at the I keep wanting to say yard sale. What the heck is it called? Flea market. A pretty fun day at the flea market. I don't think I'll go back immediately. Next month, I'll maybe wait 2 months for the dealers to get a good amount of restock. And I'll be back again and let you know if I find more vinyl. All right? Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you later. Peace.